Hey loves, this is Virtuous Beauty 23. Um, I go by Jamie or Allie, which is short for my middle name. Anyway, I have come to you all today to tell you what the Wave Nouveau has done to my hair. It has been awful. That's all I'm gonna say. Then I'm gonna follow up with some pictures. So, we'll not follow up with some pictures. I'm gonna show you some pictures next, and then I am going to talk to you about what the Wave Nouveau has done to my hair. Okay, now that you all have seen those photos, you probably cannot even imagine my pain. It's atrocious. I mean, my hair was coming out by the clumps. It was just coming out, just shedding like I was a dog. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I cannot even believe process I got was called a carefree curl. But I use the phrase Wave Nouveau because so many women have no idea what a carefree curl is. So I just say Wave Nouveau, and if you hear me saying that, I'm using it. But I'm glad I'm dealing with this stuff now with myself. So once I receive my state board license for cosmetology, I'm going into the field knowing that this stuff is utter garbage. Because that's all I got impatient with my process when I could have just gotten a sew-in weave, but I got so tired and sick of weave that I didn't want to be bothered with it, and I thought getting a chemical process would be okay. Now, what they teach us in school is that when you get a soft curl perm, the pH is supposed to be lower than the pH of a relaxer. The pH is supposed to be closer to the pH of human hair, which I believe is about 7, and the pH on the quote-unquote curl is 9. And the pH on the quote-unquote relaxer is like 14 and above. I would have taken 14. I took care of my hair worse when I had a relaxer and never dealt with my hair coming out like this. Now, I dealt with my hair breaking at the line of demarcation from not wrapping it up or whatever like that, where it just cracked because it's rolling up against cotton or whatever like that. That's understandable. But I tied my hair up. I moisturized my hair. I did what I was supposed to do. And every time I touched it, it just would come out. Like every time it got wet, there was hair that I have lost so much hair and have went through something so traumatically within the matter of only 4 weeks. Like right after my sister took the rods out. Right after she took the rods out. And it's not her fault. Because she followed the direction. She did everything that was supposed to be done. And she's a professional too. She did everything that was supposed to be done. And it still just came out. It's like right after when we started putting product in it, it was just on my hands. And people say with the Wave Nouveau Carefree Curl, a little shedding is normal. And she said it's okay for it to shed, but it wasn't just shedding the normal 50 to 150 hairs a day. It just kept shedding. Every time I touched it, it was just shed and shed and shed and shed. And then I began to realize, like, wait a minute, this isn't shedding anymore. My hair is falling out. Shedding and shedding. And then one day I said, you know what? I'm just going to braid it up, let it rest. I'm going to wear my wig. It'll be fine. I'll just keep putting this moisture on these cornrows that I'm going to do. I took the cornrows out. Honey, I pulled a cornrow and a clump of hair came out. I said, oh, Jesus. A clump of hair just came out. So I got the comb and I started combing or whatever. And every time I touched, the hair kept coming out. Combing and combing. Seemed like the worst was over. One shedding that much for real. Okay. So I go ahead and Do my little protein treatment. She said, do the Apogee treatment. I did the Apogee treatment. Kept shedding. Do some moisture treatments. Did them. Kept shedding. I took my deep conditioner. I added honey to it. I added glycerin to it. Stopped the shedding for a little while. Cut it down a lot. Then, after that, started shedding. Sorry for looking up. But anyway, started shedding again. So I'm like, really? Really, it started shedding again. So I'm like, okay. And every time it got wet, it would just shed. So then I went and said, okay, I'm going to get this conditioner. I'm going to throw some yogurt up in it, since Greek yogurt, since it got a lot of protein in it. I'm going to throw an egg in it. Smell like cake batter. Smell lovely. And that really stopped my shedding. Like, while my hair was dry and everything, I made up my own two-step treatment. I had my different conditioners. I put honey and glycerin in the moisturizing treatment, and I put garlic in it because they said garlic's supposed to stop shredding. So I put garlic paste. The step 1, the protein I did was just strictly an egg and non-fat Greek yogurt, no flavoring, just plain. And that stopped. That helped stop some shedding. And right after I did that, it shedded a little bit, but not much. So I rinsed that out, and then I put my moisturizing treatment that I concocted up with my Shea Moisture conditioner and stuff that I use. I put honey and glycerin in it, and I put that on my head, and I let it sit. Just let it sit. It stayed in there for a while. I rinsed that out, and that mixture had the garlic paste in it. And I rinsed that out, stopped. It stopped completely. There was no shedding. So I said, okay, good. The shedding has stopped. Sat around for a few days. No shedding. I'm like, good. No shedding. So I said, okay, I'm going to do I'm going to just go in here and wet my hair. And I'm going to co-wash it and do a conditioner on my hair to co-wash. Not even use shampoo. Co-wash. Then do a protein or a moisture treatment, whatever I was going to do. After that, it started shedding again. Hair everywhere. And that's when I said I'm getting ready to go on a journey and show how I recover from this. I've ordered the Hairfinity vitamins that everybody's talking about. And I've also ordered the mineral rich that everybody's talking about. I looked at both of the ingredients and the factors, and I put them close together. None of the minerals or supplements interact with one another, so there won't be any problem. All the products and methods I plan to use to restore my hair back to its good natural condition. Lifestyle changing, I'm going to start eating clean and exercising as much as I can. Eating clean, buy more fruits, vegetables, and limit meats and processed foods. Protective styling, sewn-in weaves, wigs, not lace wigs, scarves, braids, whenever possible. My vitamins are going to be the Hairfinity and the Mineral Rich. And for scalp stimulation, I'm going to use tea tree, peppermint, and olive oils. And my shampoo is going to be the Shea Moisture Raw Butter Moisture Retention Shampoo. And my conditioner and moisturizer is going to be the Raw Shea Restorative Conditioner. And deep conditioner is going to be the Raw Shea Deep Treatment Mask with a mix of glycerin and honey. And my protein is going to be a cup of plain yogurt mixed with an egg. If you have any suggestions that can help me, feel free to post them or email me at virtuousbeauty23@gmail.com. Subscribe to keep up with my journey. Rate if you feel like it, no pressure. Bye-bye, loves, and I'll talk to you later.